Humans attract predators by staying perfectly still. That is impossible. Every hatchling learns the first rule before its eyes open. Move, and hunters see you. Freeze, and the universe forgets you. It has worked for every known species across 27 spiral systems. Then the human arrived. She chose the back row. She never fought for the best seat. Never looked at anyone. Never displayed dominance colors. She simply sat. Every predator watched her. I was observer Threx of the Czar Collective. My duty was simple. Study exchange students. Record instincts. Predict conflict before it happened. Humans were listed as low risk. That file should have been burned. Our academy floated above the crimson clouds of Keeler Prime. Hundreds of species studied together there. Some breed methane. Others consumed radiation. A few hunted classmates when supervision failed. We accepted danger. It was education. The human entered on cycle 41. No escort. No guards. No armor. Just soft fabric covering fragile skin. Ridiculous. Predators measure strength within seconds. Claws, teeth, venom, armor density, muscle mass. She possessed none. Yet every hunting species stopped speaking. The room became silent. I recorded elevated stress hormones across 12 different predator races. Impossible. Her name translated badly into our language. Emily. She acknowledged no one. She walked directly to the last seat beside the emergency exit. Not because it was safer. I assumed humans feared attention. That became my first mistake. Instructor Zorak began the lecture on interspecies diplomacy. No one listened. 3 Vorik warriors kept glancing backward. A Nesh assassin clicked its mandibles without rhythm. Even the blind core shifted toward the human. The blind. How could they track her? I adjusted every sensor. No pheromones. No radiation spikes. No psychic emissions. Nothing. The readings stayed empty. Yet instinct screamed through the room. Emily opened a notebook. She started drawing. Not taking notes. Drawing. Tiny circles. Lines. Mountains. Clouds. Meaningless. Humans wasted energy on pointless rituals. I documented this behavior with satisfaction. Primitive minds require distractions. Second mistake. During the break, no one approached her. Usually exchange students attracted curiosity. Questions. Challenges. Insults. Not this time. The predators stayed away. Prey species stayed even farther. Everyone pretended she did not exist. She appeared completely alone. I concluded humans emitted subconscious territorial warnings beyond scientific detection. Elegant theory. Completely wrong. The cafeteria confirmed my findings. Emily stood in line quietly. She smiled once. Only once. The line immediately split. 5 enormous predators abandoned their meals. A carnivorous brack actually surrendered fresh meat without negotiation. That had never happened. I replayed the recording 7 times. Nothing unusual. Just a tiny upward movement around her mouth. Yet every hunter reacted. Fear. Real fear. I approached carefully. Observation required proximity. She looked directly at me. Humans possess forward-facing eyes. Predator eyes. Everyone knows this. But hers held something stranger. Recognition. Like she had already solved me before I spoke. Hello, she said. Just one word. My translation implant delayed. I forgot my prepared introduction. Embarrassing. I am Observer Threx. She nodded. Nice to meet you. Then she returned to eating. Conversation over. No intimidation. No interrogation. No challenge. Humans truly lacked proper social hierarchy. Another incorrect conclusion. That evening I filed my report. Hypothesis 1. Humans accidentally evolved a biological deterrent. Supporting evidence remained weak. Still stronger than every alternative. 3 cycles later, another exchange student disappeared. A small herbivore from the Lumine cluster. Missing. Search teams found torn clothing near Maintenance Tunnel 9. Everyone understood. Predators existed. Sometimes accidents happened. Classes continued. Emily said nothing. She simply sat in the back row. Watching. Always watching. I increased surveillance. Patterns emerged. Every predator entering a room located Emily first. Always. Before exits. Before arrivals. Before food, Emily. Even newborn hunters visiting campus looked toward her without instruction. How? There had to be a signal. There had to be. I scanned frequencies beyond legal limits. Nothing. The Academy AI secretly analyzed her heartbeat. Normal. Brain activity. Normal. Temperature. Normal. Everything about her was painfully ordinary. Except reality itself. The disappearances continued. Another student vanished. Then another. Fear spread. Security drones doubled patrols. Predators denied involvement. No evidence connected anyone. Rumors multiplied faster than facts. The human remained silent. I noticed something else. She always left class exactly 4 minutes after dismissal. Never sooner. Never later. Precision fascinated me. Humans supposedly behaved chaotically. Emily behaved like orbital mechanics. Predictable. I followed her. From a safe distance. She crossed empty corridors. Descended forgotten stairwells. Exited onto an observation platform overlooking endless storms. Then, she fed the sky. Tiny feathered creatures landed around her. Native scavengers. Violent little monsters. They attacked anything smaller than themselves. Emily offered crumbs. They became peaceful. Impossible. Predators do not become gentle. They exploit weakness. She laughed softly. The creatures climbed onto her shoulders. One rested on her head. No blood. No bites. No struggle. My database failed to explain the scene. I stepped forward. One bird immediately attacked me. Its beak pierced my forearm. Pain exploded through my nerves. Emily gently lifted the creature away. "It's okay," she whispered. The bird obeyed. Obeyed. I stared. She apologized. To me. For the predator. Why? She was not responsible. Unless. No. Absurd. Humans could not command hunters. That violated every evolutionary model. Third mistake. I asked the obvious question. Why do they trust you? She looked surprised. I feed them. That answer explained nothing. Food creates dependency. Not loyalty. Certainly not affection. She resumed, watching the storm. Conversation finished again. Humans constantly ended discussions before reaching useful conclusions. Frustrating species. The next disappearance changed everything. Professor Zorak vanished. No torn clothing. No blood. Just an empty classroom. Security locked the academy. Every student became a suspect. Predators protested loudly. Prey panicked. Emily quietly read a book. She displayed no concern. I concluded humans lacked empathy. Fourth mistake. Emergency scanners revealed movement beneath the academy. Ancient tunnels. Older than construction records. Older than the colony itself. Security teams entered. None returned. Communication ended after 19 seconds. Only screams remained. Then silence. The academy sealed every lower level. Official announcement. Structural failure. No one believed it. Fear spread like infection. Classes continued anyway. Routine preserves order. So our leaders claimed. Emily arrived exactly on time. Same seat. Same notebook. Same calm breathing. Behind her, every predator refused to sit. The entire back section remained empty. No one gave a reason. No one needed one. Instructor replacement arrived. A veteran military officer missing 2 arms. Even he noticed. His gaze kept drifting toward the human. His heartbeat accelerated. I heard it through my sensory membranes. Something ancient stirred beneath the academy that day. Something hungry. And for the first time since Emily arrived, every predator stopped watching the darkness. They watched her instead. The silence changed first. Not the lights. Not the alarms. Silence. The academy always hummed. Engines. Ventilation. Voices. Machinery. Now, there was nothing. Even my breathing sounded offensive. The replacement instructor stopped speaking in the middle of a sentence. His 4 remaining fingers tightened around the lectern. Then every predator in the room looked behind us. Toward Emily. Not toward the door. Not toward the floor. Toward the quiet human in the back row. I confidently concluded they expected her to panic first. Humans were physically weak. Weak creatures always sense danger before stronger ones. Another mistake. Emily slowly closed her notebook. She slipped a thin strip of paper between the pages. She placed the book into her bag. Only then did she stand. The emergency alarm finally screamed. Too late. The floor moved. Not shook. Moved. Like something underneath had decided to breathe. Half the classroom collapsed. Students fell into darkness. I reached for the nearest support beam. The beam bent. Metal should not bend that way. A sound climbed from below. It was not a roar. It was chewing. The Academy AI shouted evacuation orders. No one obeyed. Predators froze. Prey scattered. Exactly as biology predicted. Emily walked. Just walked. Toward the hole. Impossible. I assumed humans approached danger because they could not identify it. Primitive perception. Fifth mistake. Something emerged. Not quickly. Patiently. A forest of black limbs unfolded from the darkness. No eyes. No mouth. Only moving joints. Each leg ended in hands instead of claws. Thousands of hands. Every finger tapped the floor. Listening. The room became colder. One student screamed. The creature ignored the sound. Instead, every hand pointed at Emily. Not attacking. Pointing. The military instructor fired his plasma weapon. Blue fire consumed the creature. For one heartbeat. Then the fire disappeared. Swallowed. The instructor disappeared next. One blink. Gone. No blood. No struggle. Only empty armor hit the floor. Chaos exploded. Students climbed over each other. Doors jammed. Glass shattered. The creature ignored everyone. Every hand still pointed toward Emily. She sighed. Not from fear. From disappointment. Why? I could not understand. She stepped closer. The tapping stopped. The creature folded inward. Like an obedient animal waiting for a command. No. That interpretation violated every scientific law. I rejected it immediately. Emily spoke 3 quiet words. I remember you. The creature recoiled. Actually recoiled. Its limbs twisted backward. The walls cracked. Some unseen pressure flooded the room. My translator failed. Those words carried meanings beyond language. The creature released a sound that hurt mathematics. Several windows exploded. My recording equipment melted. Emily did not move. She simply looked at it. I confidently concluded humans possessed psychic weapons. 6th mistake. The creature fled. Not attacked. Fled. It dragged itself back into the darkness faster than any living thing should move. Within seconds, it was gone. The silence returned. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. Emily adjusted the strap of her bag. Then she looked at the hole. I was hoping it wasn't this one. This one. Now what is that? Not run. This one. As if there were others. My body refused to obey me. She walked toward the exit. Students instinctively cleared a path. No one spoke. No one stopped her. I followed. Observation remained my duty. Outside, security forces surrounded the building. Heavy weapons. Orbital drones. Shield generators. All aimed downward. Not upward. The commander rushed toward Emily. His species had conquered 12 worlds. He bowed. Bowed. To the human. My mind rejected the image. Predators do not bow to prey. Emily shook her head. No time. The commander stepped aside immediately. No argument. No hesitation. She entered a restricted elevator. I slipped inside before the doors closed. She noticed me. She did not object. The elevator descended. Past maintenance. Past engineering. Past recorded construction. The display became blank. I asked the question that consumed me. What are you? She smiled without humor. Human. Incorrect. Nothing I had witnessed matched any definition of that species. The doors opened. The underground stretched forever. Ancient stone. Impossible architecture. No signs of tools. No signs of builders. Only endless darkness. Then I saw them. Bones. Millions. Every imaginable species. Some extinct before my civilization existed. Others unknown to every database. The floor itself was made from skeletons. Emily kept walking. I assumed humans honored their dead beneath schools. A strange custom. 7th mistake. The bones were not buried. They were stacked. Against the walls. Like barricades. Huge claw marks covered every surface. Fresh claw marks. A whisper echoed through the cavern. Then another. Then thousands. The darkness was speaking, not with voices, with memories. My thoughts stopped belonging to me. I saw worlds burning, stars bleeding, civilizations erased before learning fire. I collapsed. Emily remained standing. She looked tired, not frightened, just tired. The darkness shifted. Something larger than the academy awakened, larger than mountains. Its outline refused to stay the same. Whenever I focused on one shape, it became another. Every instinct demanded I stop looking. I cannot. It spoke without sound. The bones vibrated. My blood froze solid. Emily answered it. No. One word. Nothing happened. Then everything happened. The darkness retreated. The whispers died. The pressure lifted. The impossible shape folded into itself. Slowly, reluctantly, like a predator backing away from a greater hunter. I finally understood, or believed I did. Humans hunted these things. That explained everything. Predators feared humans because instinct recognized the ultimate predator. A satisfying conclusion. An elegant conclusion. Emily looked at me. You've got it wrong. Again. She had somehow answered thoughts I never spoke. We don't hunt them. She looked into the darkness with an expression I had never recorded before. It was not hatred, not courage, not victory. It was grief. We keep them asleep. My mind fractured. If that was true, then humanity's greatest achievement was not conquest. It was restraint. Every predator in the galaxy had feared the wrong thing. Not the monsters below. The fragile species quietly choosing every single day not to let them wake. I spent my entire life believing humans were weak. I was wrong. They were never the galaxy's greatest predators. They were something far more terrifying. They were the galaxy's last guardians. Every day, without applause. Every night, without recognition. They stood between civilization and the nightmares waiting beneath it. No empire knew. No history recorded it. No monument honored them. And perhaps that was exactly how humans wanted it. Because true heroes rarely ask to be remembered. They simply make sure everyone else survives. If this story kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more epic sci-fi HFY stories. Until next time, remember this. The galaxy feared the monsters below. It never realized. The monsters feared humanity even more.